got my Wi-Fi back. Uh, a lot of fun that way. Uh, yeah, I gotta see if my glasses are clear. It's nice to see everybody today. I had internet until 1 o'clock last night. Then it was out all night, but now it's going again. So that's a blessing. Little under the weather, so I'll talk slowly today. But that's okay. We're going to get some lives in today. We're going to do one now. We're going to do one around 2 or 3 o'clock this afternoon, as long as everything keeps going. Yep. So I hope everybody is blessed. It's a beautiful sunny day today. I'll flip the camera around later. We can look at that. It's not barely just a couple clouds in the sky. So uh, I appreciate yesterday. It was awesome. I wasn't feeling the best, but we just made it do and we made it go. We keep pushing the channel forward, and got a little bit of a cold today, but nothing terrible. We'll probably keep this one. It'll just depend. If we got like yesterday, where people started flooding in later in the thing, then we'll keep on going. Uh, you never know in the morning ones. I haven't done a lot of morning ones yet, so. But remember, this channel is going to be used for positive things. Today we're going to talk about honor. And I don't know if people really understand honor as much as they should. It's mostly about, it's part of the reason why you can help others, is because you're willing to give respect and, and to be able to give something to them before you expect something back. So that's kind of honor in a way. Yep, waiting for the numbers to start changing up there or somebody to comment. Just got online. Yeah, welcome. Nice to see you. Hey, good morning, Sammy. Nice to see you. I was my Wi-Fi just came on 5 minutes ago, so why not just pop on live? A little bit under the weather. I caught a little tiny bit of a cold, and I've been drinking some respiratory tea, which is a special concoction I had in Missouri that really works good. It's got garlic, it's got cayenne pepper, it's got cinnamon sticks, and a bunch of different things. All these different things hit my respiratory right here, so that I do good. And so yeah, the also I had clove tea this morning, and I also of course had my breakfast. But yeah. I'm human. I can catch a cold. It just seems to be kind of in my nose and kind of in the back of my throat. So, and it's kind of healing up there already. I'm so glad to see you, Sammy. I have not seen you. I kind of snuck in late last night on one of your lives. That was really good. Bless everybody today. We just set new records yesterday. It was crazy yesterday afternoon. I should have kept going a couple more hours. It was just going crazy. We had so many new people in here. We had, oh gosh, there had to have been like 280 some views. It was just, we had 34 likes. We had 15 subscribers. Welcome. This channel is going to be used for good. We're going to be positive. Today we're going to talk about honor. And I'm also going to talk a little bit about, I take all the vitamins and everything that I'm supposed to take. I drink a ton of water. And you can still get a little bit sick, but this would have been a lot worse if I hadn't have done those things. So you get older and you just kind of catch little things. So we're kind of staying indoors today. I will go outside a little bit to show you the neighborhood if we have a bunch of new people in here. Yeah, I love all you guys. I'm glad there's people checking it out. I'm in the Philippines, but I'm originally from Michigan, and I've lived in Missouri and Wisconsin. So I do know the United States, but we're living here in the Philippines. I'm doing the spare bedroom right now because it's kind of humid outside, and sitting out there is going to make me feel kind of weak. So I feel a lot stronger in here with the fan going, and we don't have air going, but we got the fan going, so it keeps me kind of cool. Yeah, what do we got here? Yeah, hit the like button, guys. And what happened was we were only at like 6 likes after about an hour. And then the last half hour, man, everything went way just took off. There was people coming in from all over the world. So we love that when that happens. And next time I'll make sure to extend it. When we got something going like that, we got to keep the momentum going. But believe it or not, we're only 15 subs away from 250. That's pretty good for just over 5 weeks. So I'll take it. And also, we get awesome views on the videos. I might make one video today, but I got a couple other videos I've been holding back. So I will probably put those on today. Because I don't know how much. I'm probably only going to be able to take one walk today. Not feeling the best, but thankfully you guys cannot catch anything from me unless Elon Musk has made it so we can catch stuff through the phone. I wouldn't be doubting that's coming sometime. Yeah, what do we got here? And it's lovely to have Sammy in from Qatar. Of course, she's obviously from the Philippines, but she's over in Qatar as far as I know right now. And it's nice to have the Middle East in the house. And we're going to talk a little bit about honor. And we're also going to talk a couple stories from Africa back in 2019. I bring those out once in a while. I was reading my journal today. And I noticed a couple stories I kind of forgot about. So we're going to talk about those. I haven't talked about. If I talked about Africa, I could go for the next 4 days on live. Just leave it on 24/7 and just keep on talking. So we're not going to do one of those. Welcome to 17 people that are checking it out. Like and subscribe because we're going to do great things for this channel. I've already talked to our pastor. Yeah. Yes, Sammy. I'm thankful that you stay in here today. I've not seen you. I know right now it's you got to work too. I'm sure. You're going to be doing duty soon. Because it's 5 hours earlier, so it's like 5 in the morning, and I think you got to start pretty early. So any amount of time you can stay in, it's great, but don't get yourself in trouble either. Hopefully you got a good employer. I hope so. Mila worked in Saudi Arabia. She was with an Arab family the first 2 years. That contract ended, and then she got with the hey, welcome on in. I'll go with Gig. I'm not quite sure how to pronounce it, but welcome, Gig. It seems like that's new. I've had a lot of new people in. People are checking this out. We're going to have a couple stories about Africa today. We're going to talk about honor. And I think that's something that some people, especially in America, have kind of lost a little bit. Not everybody, but I was taught a lot about it in our church for like 17 years. So I know about honor, and we're going to talk about that a little bit. A lot more positive topic than yesterday. We were talking about loving your enemies, and, we don't really want to do that, do we? But it's something where people were very nice. They wanted actually some scripture, and I had scripture on that. And so that was awesome. And today with honor, just going to kind of go over some of the stuff that we did when we were in Africa that honored people and give you examples. I'm 64 years old, and I started this channel at the beginning of January, and we had no Wi-Fi this morning, so I wasn't able to get in right away. But I'm on now. Hey, Outdoors. Nice to see you, Matt. I'm glad you were able to make it in. Right now, I just got it started. We're having some people drop in, like and subscribe, because this channel is going to help others. Well, I've already talked to the pastor at our church over here in Delapuga. We're going to do, as soon as money starts coming in, which I don't know what month that'll be, but we're growing. It's just a matter of working my watch hours and having lots of lives. And we're going to be monetized this spring sometime. Yeah. I'm just going to keep it going. I've had kind of a little of a rough day last night. I didn't get much sleep. Probably slept only 3 or 4 hours. So today I'll be taking a nap sometime or another. But we're getting over a cold, but we're going to get rid of it. We're going to have healing in Jesus' name. So my voice is not that bad, so I'm surprised. My voice actually sounds good, so it's not affecting my voice. I may drink water once in a while, so don't mind that. Hey, King, welcome on in. By the way, thank you for all the new people in here too. I know King, Gig. I don't know you, but connect with me. There's tons of great videos on my site, and I might be able to get an ocean video later today, but I got a feeling it might be tomorrow. I'm probably only going to get one walk in today, and that just depends how I feel this afternoon. I'm kind of housebound today, but I love everybody, and if you have any questions about something, put it in the comments. Yesterday, we got off on a tangent somewhere on the comments, and we didn't quite talk about the other topic as much as I thought. So just because I have a topic don't mean you can't ask anything, as long as it's not politics. We had some people in yesterday from the Middle East. I don't know what country they were from. I think they were from UAB. United Arab Emirates, or it could have been UAE, or it could have been some other one, but the flag didn't look that familiar to me, but it was Middle East, and he kept asking all kinds of questions about politics. And so we just ignored him. We didn't take his comments out, but we did not go down that trail because of trying to keep this positive, and politics makes people go crazy. Yeah. King, we always meet on the JD channel. Yes, King, and I also seen you in a different room last night. I don't remember where, but I seen you somewhere. And that's nice. Yes, I'm in the Philippines. I'm in northern Mindanao, fairly close to the ocean. All the clouds that were coming in off the ocean have dissipated. So we have got blue sky, and it is going to be a warm one. I think we're going up to about 88 today, which will probably be about 31 Celsius. I think tonight we will probably go down to about 25 Celsius, maybe 24. We don't get much below 72, 73, 74 degrees at night, unless it's raining. Then it can get colder. Yes. Yes, I'm in the Philippines. We're retired here. My wife is in the other room. I kind of closed the door so that she doesn't have to listen to the whole thing here. She can hear what she wants to. Yeah. Well, Mindanao, farther south, is bad. But we have a house in Delapuga that's way up in the northeast corner of Mindanao, fairly close to the ocean. The people are fantastic here. There's, yes, when you go to the Gasano Mall in Iligan City, there's some Muslims. But they're just ladies shopping for their families. They're not doing anything. They're not terrorists or anything else. So if there's anything going on, it's normally way south of here, normally south of Davao, which is a good 6-hour drive by car from here. So you got to go south of Davao City before you start getting real problem. Now, if you're going to go down into a couple different towns that are south of here, and you do it at 3 a.m, well, then, you get what you get. You're supposed to be in bed at 3 a.m, or else singing karaoke, because guess what? It doesn't matter if it's the middle of the week. They're singing karaoke at midnight, and maybe even 2 a.m. sometimes. So thankfully, our neighbors have not been doing that lately, but it does happen, especially on Fridays and Saturdays. Yes. Yes, there's some bad things, but where we're at, we're safe. I found the people to be fantastic here. Matter of fact, I got some people today that are going to be wondering why they haven't seen me since yesterday morning when I went to church. They expect to see me every day. And so they're going to be like, what's wrong with him? So I'm just a little under the weather today. So we're not quite taking the walks that I normally would take. My wife really don't want me to go out at all, but I think around 4 or 4:30 today, I probably will go out. Yeah. And we're going to talk a little bit of honor. Like and subscribe. I promise you, this channel is going to be used for good. I can guarantee you that even if we put it in a fund after I get monetized, and I know right now the subs are not going to be a problem. Yesterday, I added over 20-some subs yesterday. 15 of them were on my live, and I only did one live yesterday. I'm going to do 2 lives today. So we'll see how it goes this afternoon on my live, because it seemed like 2 o'clock to 4 o'clock in the afternoon, things were rocking yesterday. But you just never know what's going to happen. Yeah, I'm originally from Michigan, USA. I was born there. Grew up as a kid in Michigan in about 4 or 5 different locations. The one I liked the best was Grand Haven, right next to Lake Michigan. You could go swimming in the summer and snowmobiling in the winter. It's back when I was young and I didn't care about winters. Now I'm older and winters are not my friend. So I don't like winter. So I'm glad that I'm in the Philippines and I've got sunny weather most of the time. Every once in a while we get a rainstorm and sometimes they can get a little weird. We did have one here back about 3-4 days ago. It wasn't exactly the best, but we got through it and we didn't really have too much flooding, so we got away with it. Right now the weather is warm and sunny. We had a tropical storm go through back on I think that was Thursday night through Saturday morning, and it kind of got the drainage ditch back there. All the water coming down off the mountains was really flying for a little while there, but our wall's high enough and it held, so we just had to get some water out from our laundry area and stuff. Other people weren't so lucky, but not too many people were hurt here. In Iligan City, some people were killed, I do believe. But a lot of them did survive, so that's good. We don't take a direct hit here very often. But once every 10 years, this place might take a hit, and it took one back last Friday. But yeah, things, I have a video on my, there's a 2-minute video on one of my shorts that shows my wife bailing water back by the laundry and showing the water rushing past on the drainage ditch. But after about a half hour, 45 minutes after that video, the water started going down, and within an hour or two, everything was draining and everything was fine. But boy, when the water really gets going, it's kind of scary. You're definitely going to respect the power of water, that's for sure. Yeah, it's not hot. No, we're near the ocean. I can walk to the ocean from here. It takes me about 10, 12, maybe 15 minutes, depending how fast I walk, but I can walk to the ocean here. So we're cooler than Manila. Manila gets really hot because it's just all city, all cement, all steel. And there's not a lot of trees. And what little trees and grass there is, it can't cool it off. So it gets really hot in Manila. Here, it rarely gets to 90. Most of the time, it's like 86 to 88. Sometimes if it's cloudy, like it was yesterday, we didn't get above 85, 84. And so it's really kind of nice temperatures here. So we're doing really good that way. And we don't get mega hot. You can breathe. If I go outside right now, there's not much of a breeze right now. So it'll be warm. I would do some sweating, but it's not to the point where you can't breathe. Like and subscribe, everybody. Don't forget to hit the likes. It said, even though the likes is not the huge part of it, subscribing is even more important, of course. But we set a new record yesterday with 34 likes. Well, I'm going to do 2 lives today. Let's see if we can beat 34 likes combined. That would be awesome. And then, so it's nice here overall in the Philippines. We just got our roof looked at on this house, so we're going to have some work done on that in a couple months. So we get to have a new roof put on the house. That'll be cool. Because this one is starting to get really old. And it's really cheap here to do a roof compared to America. So praise God. Yeah, we've been here 6 months so far in the Philippines. Hey, what do we got in here? We've got Eric. Hey, you're new. This channel is going to be positive. We sometimes talk about God. Today we're going to be talking about honor. We're going to talk a little bit of Africa stories when I went to Africa in 2019. And anything in the comments that they ask, I'll answer. Like I've been here about 6 months, almost exactly 6 months. We're about 1 day past it. So we've been here 6 months, but we're staying here full time. I don't even see myself going back to America to visit until probably 3 years from now, at least, because it's just really expensive. And with technology, I can do it. No, that's fine. You miss lives. It happens sometimes. I do them at weird times too. That's okay. And no, I got sick from, I've not been sick for the whole 6 months until I think I picked up something from a kid or something. Saturday morning, I went out when it was raining. I had a special Africa hat on, but my wife says it was the rain. I got wet. So she thinks I got a cold from that. But I take vitamins every day. But it caught me a little bit, but it's not a bad cold. It's just a little bit. I'll be fine. No, I've not gotten anything. We use reverse osmosis water here and everything else. So you be blessed, sir. I'm just doing a live right now. Could we just come on? All right, cool. You're watching me. Cool. Awesome. And yeah, I got a kid right outside that's watching me right now. I guess he's the outdoors one. So yeah, but yeah, King, I didn't catch anything from the water here. And the food, I haven't had any problem with street food or with the food we prepare or anything else. So it's been fine. Yeah. 5 best things about the Philippines versus the United States. Well, it's definitely not the Wi-Fi, okay? I have an American plan, and the last 6 or 7 days, the Wi-Fi has been a little shaky. But that's okay. We had a storm and everything else. It's back on this morning. 5 best things in the Philippines. The people are amazing. Nothing against people in the United States, but the people in the Philippines are way more open to God. They're way more open to developing relationships, and so it's really good. Mila's washed my shoes, so now she's sticking them on the neighbor's fence to try to hang them up. I'll take a picture of that later. It'll be funny, seeing my big old shoes hanging from a metal fence. But yeah, otherwise, another thing in Philippines is community. Not just the individual families, but they get together in large groups of 100 people, 50 people. They get together in large groups, have fun, be silly, and they ain't worried about, oh, I'm going to look stupid and somebody's going to criticize me. They don't do that here. And if they do, it's very rare. So that's very awesome. So family, community, so the people, community. As far as I'm concerned, the malls are nicer here because Americans are getting stuff from Amazon all the time, and people love the malls here still. So they enjoy the mall, and the grocery stores are in the mall. We don't have grocery stores in the mall except for if you count Walmart as kind of like, that's kind of close. But they got the grocery stores, the huge grocery stores right in the mall itself. I like that. Number 4 would be, for me, I'm close to the ocean. I was nowhere near the ocean when I was in America. So yeah, in the Super Bowl, I seen that Seattle was ahead 12-0. I don't really vote for any of the teams. Just let Seattle win. If Seattle wants to win, that's fine. New England had a very weak schedule this year, but they got to the Super Bowl, so praise God, they did pretty good. Who knows? They may come back and win the game. I am not following it. I just seen a glimpse of it when I was coming on my live. And the 5th thing, good morning, Mike and Venus. Nice that you could join us. Everything's been going pretty good. Otherwise, other than having a cold, and it's not that big a deal. Don't forget to like and subscribe, because I'm already starting to make plans over these next couple months so that when money does start coming in, whenever that may be, when we get partially monetized, we're going to start building that money up so that we can go do some feeding programs and do a few other things. And as we get to the point, the way we're growing as far as subs and stuff, yeah. Oh, what did you do? You lost $100. Oh yeah, it's done. Oh, it's already over. Oh, okay. I didn't know it was over already. I knew it was 12-0 at one time. I just had happened to glance at it, but I wasn't an updated video, so I probably didn't see it right. But yeah, I'm a Detroit Lions fan, and they just had an off year. Their offensive line wasn't good enough, so hopefully they can get a couple more offensive linemen and do some stuff. Yeah, it's not over, but it's over. Yeah, when it's 19-0, it's kind of over. Unless they had Tom Brady, then all of a sudden, he'd come back and win 21-19. It's just like he came back from 28-3, but back in the day. But that's because Atlanta was stupid. But hey, that stuff happens. But with honor, the biggest, best example, of course, is somebody's birthday. If it's a family member, In the United States, you're expected to at least bring a gift card or, a card or the cash or gift. Here, not so much. If you bring food, that's your gift. If you bring, you could bring pesos, you could. There isn't too many greeting cards here. You're going to go and hug the person that's having their birthday. That's the greeting card. Here, it's about personal interaction. You're either going to do, if they're really young, they're going to bless somebody like me and touch my hand to my forehead as a blessing. They honor senior citizens here. So that's number 5 for me. They honor senior citizens here. We get discounts. We are honored by little kids. I'll have little kids at the mall come up and bless me. They really take care of older people here, whether you're from another country or you're part of the Philippines. If you're a senior citizen, you will get respect here. And if you don't, somebody's going to correct them in a huge hurry. They ain't going to put up with some of the stuff in America that's going on. They don't put up with that here. And I'm a guest in this country, so people are really happy that I'm kind and I try to be nice to people. And if I do make a mistake, I apologize, and it really works out. You just have to be. I am not perfect. I did not like this cold, and I was having fun, believe it or not. At about midnight, I was having fun getting more subs and going in channels. And then all of a sudden, the Wi-Fi went out. Somebody did something overnight to make the Wi-Fi go out. But it came back on at 10 o'clock today. So we're catching a live in, and it'll be fine during the day. As long as somebody doesn't run their car into a pole somewhere, we'll be okay. King, if you see my driving, maybe it's good that I don't have a car here, huh? They drive crazy here. I probably would. I don't know what would happen to me. Like and subscribe. Hey, the likes are going up. Thank you for that. And I really appreciate everybody that's in here. Even my friend that's outside here, he's watching, and that's good. The kids don't have school today, so that's really awesome. I don't know if they're off the whole week, but I know they're off today at least. And then, otherwise we're doing really good. I helped with a few things around the house this morning, but now I'm able to go live. And then later I'll get a little nap, and then maybe sometime around 2:30 today I'll try to go live again. Either that or I'll take a walk first and then go live. We'll see. Oh, the ice cream bicycle is coming by. King, do you want an ice cream? King, you want an ice cream? Ice cream cones are 20 pesos a piece, and they pile the ice cream up on there pretty good. That'll probably be either mango or lemon or let's see, what other Filipino flavor would it be? They don't normally have chocolate in there. Sometimes they do. But most of the times I've gotten it, it's been mango. Now, I'm not going to go get one today, but there is going to be a time where I do that on the live when they come by. That'll be really cool. Yeah, 20 pesos is 58 pesos is $1, so 20 pesos is like 30 cents. So 30 cents to get yourself an ice cream cone. They pile it up pretty good, but they use a very small scooper, so it's a lot of little scoops piled up. Sometime I'll take a picture of it and you can see, or I'll do it on live sometime and we'll just have it. People can see it on live, so we can do that too. I'm glad that Sammy was able to come in earlier today. She's got duty now, so she may be in the background, but but it was awesome from Qatar. Yesterday we had people from the Middle East. We had some people from, I think in the afternoon there, we had some people in the UK in the morning time that we were waking up, getting going. And of course, if I do enough morning lives, I'm going to get a lot of people from the United States too, because it's evening time there, especially in the central and mountain and western time zones. They're fine. Of course, the Super Bowl's keeping people busy in the United States. But of course, that game's over with, at least score-wise anyway. Yeah. The shorts are good to watch. There's a lot of good shorts. I put long ones on there because if I get views on the long ones, it helps on my watch hours. Plus, some people like a long video sometimes. I could maybe do some kind of different content on something longer, where the shorts I try to keep 3 minutes or shorter. I rarely go up to 3.5 minutes. I normally try to keep them around 3 minutes or shorter. That way people can just enjoy them, and some of them are really short. But yeah, I try to do it that way. I try to go on other people's sites too and try to watch things. But here, they're all about getting together for food for a birthday. And of course, they love cake, just like anybody else. So there could be a cake, depending on what kind of family it is. Sometimes with birthdays, they'll have it each own. So they'll have the crispy pig skin. I'm not huge on that. I'd rather have a pork adobo or chicken adobo, which is marinated. You cut it into chunks and then marinate it. I love spring rolls or Shanghai lumpia, whatever you want to call them. So that's always fun. But yeah, there's not too many birthday. My birthday ain't until July. Mila's is in August. But we do have an anniversary coming up in this next Saturday. Our first date, me and Mila's first date, was on Valentine's Day, 2004. So 22 years ago, we had our first date. So that's coming up this Saturday. So that's only 5 days away, 6 days away. So yeah, so that's coming up. And we definitely will go out and have something to eat on Valentine's Day, or maybe Friday the day before. We'll see what happens. It gets crowded here in restaurants too when it comes to Valentine's Day, because people love people here a lot. It's not all perfect. I met a few people that are kind of weird, but you know what? For the most part, they're pretty friendly here. And high percentage of people are very friendly here. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We're going to do great things with this channel in the future. We had so many new people yesterday, and we've had some new today, and some that I've seen in other rooms. And I appreciate that we're all kind of supporting each other. And my voice is holding up good, so I can go for a while longer. I'll definitely try to keep going for a while. But with Honor here, it's it's not just about the anniversary. Sometimes people just get together, and they'll kind of have snacks, and all of a sudden the karaoke breaks out. Or if that's not what happens, then all of a sudden they start playing games. They'll get together and make fools of themselves sometimes if they have to. And now 3 of the kids got ice cream and they're walking down the street. So yeah, and it looked like it's purple, so it must be ubi ice cream, which is really yummy too. Sweet, and it's kind of ubi is a type of sweet potato, and it really don't taste like sweet potato when it comes to ice cream, but it is purple like the actual potato is. So it makes it look like it's ubi ice cream. So that's probably what it was. That VUBE. Yeah. Yes, I can. I don't have a folding chair right now. I need to get one. I'll get a lawn chair, and I can go down by the ocean now. At low tide, I can get all the way over to the huge swimming area that's down the beach quite a ways. And they have developed that, and it's a lot smoother to get into the water. But where I go, it's got seawalls on both sides, and if the tide's not down, I can't get to them areas. I only was able to get there one time when I caught the tide right. But yeah, I still can take nice ocean videos down there, but it's really messy right now. We had that tropical storm. We had a tidal surge, and so there's empty coconut shells everywhere, and they're all piled up into a 3 or 4 foot high pile. And so I have to, if I'm going to shoot ocean videos, I got to shoot the ocean and not shoot down, because if I do, you're going to see all the debris. So it's kind of messy down there right now because that storm hit us kind of head on. Excuse me a second. I got to get a drink of water. Like and subscribe. I see YouTube says there's only one in here, but there could be some other people that are listening. And that kind of part. And we're talking about Honor a little bit. And I'm going to do an Africa story soon here. So we'll wait on that just a little bit. Because I was in Africa in 2019, and I raised money before the trip, and I raised money all the way until 2025 when I left America. And guess what? My dad's sending us money sometime later this month. And I'm going to buy a electric oven that just plugs into the wall on the counter in the kitchen. And I think it's big enough for what I need. And so we're going to sell some cookies and some chocolate cake once I get that oven. I don't have an oven in the house right now. We have a 3-burner, a propane burner. And the problem with a propane stove, it is cheaper to run. But if I do that, I'd have to put it in a special spot in the kitchen, living room area, kitchen, dining room area. And I'd have to run propane all the way over to it, or I'd have to have something special over there. Whereas this electric oven, I can just unplug it. It's not using any electricity except when I need it. And then I need it, I'm only baking cookies for like 4 or 5 minutes a piece. And I got to do like 3 or 4 pans. And then I'm done and I can shut it off. So it's not going to hurt our electricity bill too bad. It may add another 500 pesos a month or something. So I'll just have to make sure I hold a little money. We'll find out what it does after I get it. It's about 7,000 pesos, which is about $120, $120, something like that. Maybe 130 with the different things. So yeah, it's very cool. Who we got coming in? Oh, hi there. Hi there, lovely. Just lovely's coming in. That's awesome. I welcome. We've been talking about honor. Also, I've been kind of fighting through a cold, but it's not affecting my voice too much. We're going to talk a little bit about Africa. I went to Africa in 2019, and I have a couple little stories to tell. First of all, we didn't just go to one country and stay at a hotel and that's it. And that's not the way it worked. When we got to Kenya, it was at night. We got there about 6 o'clock at Nairobi, Kenya on September 23rd of 2019. And we went to the hotel, and then we had dinner with some of the pastors that we were going to be interacting with in Kenya. And that was awesome. But then the next day, we went to the slums of Nairobi. On the 24th, we went somewhere where Americans go to Nairobi all the time, but they don't go to the slums of Nairobi. They don't go down the hill. Anything that's off the pavement up on top, whenever they go down the hill and it turns to gravel and roads that are practically impassable by car, them are called the slums of Nairobi. And no American pastors or missions trip or any of that wanted to go down. They did not want to help the school and the orphanages that were down there. They would sometimes send money, but they would not send anybody there to encourage the kids and do things for the kids in person. They made promises that they would for years and years and years, and they never did. Well, our team of 4 people from Eagle Heights, now we did get a lot of advice from other teams that had gone over to Africa, and so we got a lot of advice. But we went down into the slums of Nairobi, and we went down as far as we could by car, then we had to walk further. Now, down there, the sewer don't work. The pipes are broke. Nobody's fixing them. So when people go to the bathroom, guess what? There's a little tiny river going on down through, and it smells like poop. Now, I guess it smells is pretty much the same. Just depends on what you're eating, right? But you had to just ignore it because the kids were amazing. The kids have very little money. We'll give a story in a minute here because on that day, first thing the pastor did when we got to the school, there was about 50 kids there. And some of these kids have one parent, but most of them have either one parent or no parent, or maybe a couple of the kids had 2 parents, but mostly just had one. Whereas over at the orphanage, they have no parents at all. They've either died of AIDS or died in accidents, or they just died young. Yes, I've been to Kenya. I'll kind of tell you how long I was in Kenya because we stayed in Kenya for about 3 days. Then we went to Malawi for 5 days. We went to Zambia for 5 days. Then we came back to Kenya and stayed another 10 or 11 days. And so we had 14 days in Kenya, 5 in Malawi, 5 in Zambia. So we were 24 days in Africa in 2019. Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. All of me services. I forgot all about it. I'm sorry. I write it down this time. I write it down in my book, and I will definitely look that up. You make sure. I'm sure I'm connected to you already. I'll definitely look that up because I got kind of sick when I was doing that, and I forgot. So excuse me on that. I apologize, and we will make sure to check that out because if it's something I can give to, we will do it. I'll check that out. I'm glad that you reminded me. And hey, I'm human. I make mistakes. So we'll definitely look that up. I'm glad that you were able to stop back in again. And I'm live right now, but I'll be off in a little bit. So you just enjoy being out in the sunshine, okay? Talk to you in a minute. Okay, I got a kid outside the window that they don't have school today. So they're just checking in with me and saying hi. My plans to go back to Kenya is that as this channel takes off and we start making money, and I'm using 50% of it for Tide and helping kids and everything else, the other part of it's going to go towards, there's going to be part of it's for travel fund and part's going to help my daughter, and a little bit will help me and my wife too, of course. But a big chunk of it is going to go to help others. And I want to go to Kenya. I don't think I'm going to go to other countries, but I am going to go to Kenya. I will have a friend of mine in Uganda come over, but maybe try to get her over to Kenya too. But I want to go late 2027 or early 2028. Let's see how this channel's taken off. So far, it's growing like mad in 5 weeks. Like and subscribe. Our likes are up to 9. That's really good for the morning. And yes, all of me services, I will not forget about that at all. We're going to do something with that. We're going to check into that. And if you want to leave a message on one of my shorts, just leave a little all of me services or whatever, or you can put a link in there if you want to, and I'll just pop right over to it after the live. But I can look it up on Google too, and hopefully I can find it. Yeah, and then otherwise, that's kind of the plan for Africa, but it could change a little bit. I know I'm healthy enough to go, so I'd like to do that in the future. This channel was not even going to happen. Back in December, I was not working the channel. It had a different name then. It only had like 10, 15 subs. And I'd done no lives or nothing, of course. Obviously, you can't do lives at that few little. And there was no videos on the site. And I had somebody encourage me, and and all of a sudden, I decided first couple days of January, let's get this thing going. And so I started doing some videos, and then I got it to the point where I could do lives. And at first I was scared of the lives and didn't do very well the first couple. But then all of a sudden, these last 2 or 3 weeks, I've been doing a lot of them and kind of working around the Wi-Fi issues. But it looks like it's working good today. So we're going to get 2 of them in today. And yeah, so I'm hoping to go back to Kenya the next couple of years. Right now, my vaccine for Kenya for yellow fever is effective until August of 2029. So as long as that's not expired, I can get into Kenya. If it's expired, then I got to take a new shot, and it's not a big deal. But they don't like to give the yellow fever shot to older people. At the time when I got it, I was 58. So if I was 68, they would probably not want to give it to me. So then I probably wouldn't be able to go to Kenya as easily. So yeah, that's kind of the plan on that. But the story in Africa, we're with the kids at the school. There's about 50, maybe 60. There was more at that time. I think it was like 50 or 48 or something now. But back then, there was probably maybe 60. And most of the kids, I found out, after we prayed for every kid, pastor did that, apostle, I wanted to give them a treat. So I asked the pastor if there was something quick that we could do for the kids that would not take a lot of time. In other words, we didn't want to take 5 hours to go find treats. So is there something they could do? They said, yeah, we can do soda pop. And they do glass bottles over there. And so we did that. And it cost me about $30 American, and to give sodas to all these kids. Well, as it turned out, most of these kids have never been able to buy one. And in Africa, if you don't pay for it, nobody's giving it to you. Unless a charitable, like I said, nobody had gone to the slums in Nairobi to help these kids. So there was some of the kids that were hanging on to it real tight and didn't want to drink it because they never had one before. And if they drink it, then they won't have anything to drink later. Then there's other ones that are just sipping it a little bit, and you can tell they've never had one. They don't even know what flavor it might be. And then there's other ones that are like so excited that they just drink the whole bottle right away. And, so that was really cool, Yeah, most of these kids have never had a soda. They've looked at them. They can walk right by them. But in Africa, they're not going to give you something free. Maybe in America for a promo, they're going to give you something free or get a discount or whatever. No. If you only have one parent and you're barely eating, you're not going to get a soda. What do you need a soda for when you need to buy food? They're lucky if they're eating one meal a day. Now, when they're in the school, they're getting food at the school. And so that was good. But I was surprised that most of them had not had a soda. And the ones that did, you could tell. There was maybe about 8 kids that had had a soda before, and they knew what to do. They got it open and they drank it nice and slow and medium, and it was fine. But there's other ones that were hanging on to it for dear life and other ones that wanted to not drink it. But they finally did drink it because we were having a good time, and most everybody drank it. And then as it turned out, later on, we left Kenya after 2 or 3 days, and I'm leaving a lot of stories out, but we're just going to do a few. We went to Malawi for 5 days, and that's a whole nother thing. I see miracles, all kinds of stuff. We went to the tea fields. We had lack of water sometimes, so that was cool. Yeah, this is story time kind of today, but if you have something in the comments you want me to talk about or answer a question about Philippines or America, pop it in there. We'll answer it. I did answer some questions earlier. I'm just doing a few stories of Africa. I was there 24 days, so I could go on forever, but we're just going to do a couple small ones. Well, since I did that treat of soda for the school, I had to do something for the orphanage, right? So I decided I was going to do something for the school and the orphanage when I came back from Zambia. So in Zambia, they have big grocery store in the capital city. Lusaka is the capital city of Zambia, and they have a big grocery store there. So the bishop, who we were staying kind of going over to their house a lot, they took us to the grocery store. And I was able to buy candy, some chocolate candy and some lollipop type candy, and had enough where I could give 2 pieces of candy to everybody in the school and everybody in the orphanage when I got back to Kenya in October. Because we went from September 22nd until October 15th. And of course, Kenya, we did from like October 4th until October 15th. We were all in Kenya again. So they got blessed that way. And so they call me the Candy Man in Kenya. So I'm called the Candy Man. They forgot about the soda. I should be the soda and Candy Man, but no, they forgot about that. They remember the chocolate candy or the lollipop stuff. They go nuts over that. They don't get a chance to have much candy either, because when you're just getting limited food, that stuff is not that important. You would like it to be. And kids, just to give you an idea, some of the kids' toys were empty plastic bottles. They'd use them for toys. They'd kick them around. They would do all kinds of different games with that kind of stuff. They would just pick up every ordinary trash and turn it into a game. That's what they were good at. Yeah. Yes, I want to come back to Africa, and that's going to happen. Thank you so much. Yeah, we have a little bit of Africa in the house. Yeah, cool. We got Kenya in the house. Awesome. Yeah. Knock. Yeah, I'm on right now. I've been on for about 45, almost 50 minutes. I got a cold, but it's not a bad one, and we're going to get over it. So my voice is only going to hang on so much longer, but I just keep drinking some water. And we are up to 12 lights. This is fantastic for the morning. In Philippines right now, it's morning. Now, in Africa, it's very early morning in Africa. They're just waking up. Yeah. Yep, it's a happy new week. For me, it is. In America, it's still Sunday after the Super Bowl. And if you're a Patriots fan, I don't think you're very happy. But guess what? You got to the Super Bowl and you got a young quarterback that's amazing. So sooner or later, that's going to all come together. Only problem is New England's going to have a first place schedule next year. So they better play really good because they ain't going to have the easy schedule like they had this time around. And by the way, the Lions, they had a first place schedule and finished 9-8. Well, guess what? They get a last place schedule this year coming up. So maybe the Lions will do a lot better this year. So we'll see how that goes. But I do like NFL. But hi there, lovely. And Lydia, it's nice to have you in here. I love having Africa in here. I love the African people. I love Filipino people. Of course, I love America too, even though parts of America have gone really weird compared to my younger years. Pretty weird. But in Springfield, Missouri, it's still pretty good. Still pretty good there. And I got some people there I need to contact, and I will. And, oh, yeah, I've been doing warm water with salt, gargling. I've got a respiratory tea that I drink. It's from somebody in Missouri. And it's really cool. It's got a little tiny bit of cayenne pepper in it. It's got cinnamon sticks. It's got garlic. It's got a couple other ingredients. And it just really helps the throat. It's loosening up now. I didn't sleep good last night, but it's coming out now, and it'll be okay. I've already been taking my vitamins every day, so it's just a matter of getting rid of this little thing and tossing it off and moving on. But it's not going to stop me from doing lives. And it's not going to stop me from trying to build up my channel. So, and this channel really is Philippines and Africa's channel, because this money, at least half of it's going to go. And of course, my tithe that goes to the church, they're going to put it towards something, whether it's the operating budget or whatever happens. That's going to go towards it too. So this channel is going to be for Africa and Philippines. I would assume a decent amount is going to go towards Philippines, but I love Africa so much, I'm sure I will use Remitly or something and move some off to Africa too. And I'll have to look into what ones I want to do that with. And like I had told somebody else, there's a possibility of helping a couple organizations as the channel gets bigger and bigger. We can maybe help a few places in America too, because there are some disadvantaged kids in America, even though it's way less than Philippines and Africa. But I love to help others. So we look into all kinds of different things, and I'm making plans right now. But as far as the kids, they love the candy, they love the soda. And we bought them new uniforms when we got back. We've done uniforms a couple different times because they don't have a lot of clothing. So them uniforms kind of get wore a lot. So we have to do new uniforms every couple years. And we try to feed them at least twice a day at the school and the orphanage. And we also help with feeding some people in Malawi. And Zambia, I'm not sure what they're doing there, but the people that we stayed with are doing better than they were when we came. So praise God. And we're up to 13 likes, which is fantastic in the morning. It's awesome. Don't forget to subscribe. Subscribers, it's kind of the least of my things when it comes to watch hours. That's more important with the, people watching the lives and everything else. But the likes and the subscribes are great. And we're climbing like mad. I gained like 20 some subs yesterday, and 15 of them were on my live yesterday afternoon. It was just crazy. We had 34 likes in the afternoon yesterday, and new people were coming in from all over. So as these new people kind of find out what we're about, I had somebody yesterday message me. I'm sorry about that, but now my voice is starting to get weird. Little water. They told me that they hadn't seen too many channels that were really positive, and I'm trying to keep this a real positive channel. Okay? Yeah. Praise God. Hey, JD's in the house. Cool. I'm glad you were able to make it in. We've been going for almost an hour now. My Wi-Fi finally came back on. It went out after midnight last night, and it was out until 10 o'clock this morning. So I decided to just jump right on live and go. Even though I got a little bit of a cold, a little bit, but we're going to shove that right off, and we'll be fine in a couple of days. I went to church yesterday. I felt pretty good, but I had a scratchy throat. And it's been kind of, there's no singing right now because I'll start coughing. But I've been able to talk for an hour. Other than a couple coughs, I've been doing pretty good. Yeah, we're going to try to have a live this afternoon too. Right now, though, I can stay on for a while yet. Lunchtime ate for another half hour. But yeah, it's going good. I was given a couple Africa stories. We talked about giving the kids at the school in Nairobi slums. Since there's a couple of new people in here that we gave soda pop to them, and a lot of those kids had never had soda pop before, especially some of the young ones, like 5, 6 years old, that never had one. And then we gave candy to them when we came back to Kenya later on in the trip, and then stayed in Kenya. And then we left Nairobi and went to Western Kenya, which was a whole nother story. Took like 2 days to drive to the western part of Kenya. And we also got to step on the equator. First time I'd ever been able to step on the equator. And that was kind of fun. It didn't last long. We got out of the car, did it, took a couple pictures, and then bam, off we went towards Bungoma to do some ministering and doing God's work. So, yeah, JD, I'll try to give you a bunch of stories about Africa too that's not on live, because I can always, put comments in some of your videos. Yeah, I'm kind of into honor today. And we did one of the things in Africa that you cannot do. And I don't think it's very nice to do in Philippines either, but in Africa, they really take offense to this. If they make you food, let's say I'm at the school and there's the women outside cooking on open fire and they're making food for you, you eat it. You eat at least 50% of it, or else they will be insulted. So, yeah, you can't be a picky eater because you may be eating things you're not used to eating. Thankfully, I had goat in Philippines already, and I like it. So guess what? Normally, the meat would be goat in Nairobi. When they're making stuff for you, you're going to be eating goat meat. And it's actually quite yummy. But, if you're a picky eater and you want mac and cheese, you're not getting mac and cheese, okay? I did get some macaroni salad over in Zambia, but I didn't get anything in Kenya that was that way. Yeah. And, yeah. What are you from here? Where are you from? I'm from Western. Yeah. Western Kenya. Yes, well, I was over in Bungoma. We were there for 4 days, almost 5, but we had to drive back. We had only 2 days to drive all the way back to the Nairobi airport. And we had to stop overnight one night, at night. And so it was a lot of driving. So we're never going to do it that way again, because Bungoma was really tiring. And we were already tired from we did 24 days in Africa. And so if they ever go back with a team again, they did have a 2-man team that went back in 24. But I couldn't go then because my health was not good enough. In 2024, I had some balance issues. I had lost too much weight. And so I was having issues and I couldn't go to Africa. So I just raised money for Africa instead. But I do want to go back to Africa in the future. So, but yes, I enjoyed Kenya. I enjoyed Malawi. Was very difficult back in 2019. It might be better now, but Malawi was really rough. There was a lot of machine guns. There was a lot of, it was before the pandemic. So they were having issues before the pandemic. It was, they were checking our vehicles to make sure we weren't packing any guns or anything. And if we had too many suitcases, we had to get another vehicle because they thought that it was a security risk. And so, yeah, there's a lot of things going on in Malawi that made it really tough. Yeah, I really love cheese from America, but the thing is, my body has gotten older, and I don't digest cheese as well as I used to. So butter is not coming from Australia. It comes from New Zealand. So it's probably colder in New Zealand, and the cows like it better there. I don't know. New Australia is on my list, and JD knows that I have a list. And so, yes, I appreciate everybody that came in. Sammy was able to come in earlier before she started working in Qatar. So we had some Middle East, we had Philippines, we've had a little bit of everything in here. I appreciate everybody. And we made it for an hour on my voice. Just a cough once in a while. Like and subscribe. One more like will break the record for morning. I've never had one over 13 likes in the morning. I had a 34 like one yesterday, so we're not going to get to that. But hey, any like and subscribe is good. We're going to use this channel for good. And I've already started making plans, and that's really good. And I've reconnected with my friend Jean, who is in Uganda. And so I've got her kind of connected through WhatsApp. So I got that just for her pretty much. For African people that need to contact me, I do have WhatsApp again. I didn't have it for a long time, but I do have it back on my phone again. Everybody, you have to contact me and give me reasons why you want to contact me on WhatsApp. If you promise you're going to be respectful, I can look into that. We'll talk on comments and we'll figure that out. I've had one person from Philippines that's asked me to do that, and I put them on there, and they've been respectful with it. Everything else is going fantastic. Honor, I was talking about honor, and in the Bible, they don't really use the word honor. Might be in there a few times, but they use other words to describe it. But the main thing with honor is that are you willing to show something to somebody else without expecting something in return? That's really what honor is. And you can do it in many different ways. Like, I had with the kids that I'm friends with, I seen them a little bit on Sunday, but I haven't been out today. They know, I've told them already, sometimes you're going to get a treat, sometimes you're not. And the times you're not, I want you to still respect me. Because when I give you a treat, it's going to be something special, right? So kids always want, Filipino kids, especially with American, always want a treat. Well, I've taught these ones because they're special to me and I love them, that I tell them, you're going to get a really good treat when I do give you a treat. But when I don't give you a treat, I don't want you begging me for money. I want you to give me a hug, or I want you to make me smile or make me laugh, or we'll do something goofy on a picture. But, if I'm not going to give you a treat that day, that doesn't mean that I don't love you. Okay? And they now know that they are going to try to get a snack. But if I'm not giving one, then we'll have goofy time, or we'll do whatever we're going to do, or we'll go down by the ocean or whatever. And they love it. And I do have a video before the storm hit back last week of having two girls with me. You can't really comment on that one because the girls were shown enough in there that YouTube don't want people putting bad comments in there, but you can watch the video. It's a short, I think there's a long one and a short one, and they're in both videos, I think. So, I also posted some pictures of Trixie and Nirvana. I seen Nirvana yesterday afternoon, and she survived the storm just fine. What do we got in here? Wow. Yeah. Yes, I do appreciate everybody that's putting up with my voice. It's not too bad. And I'll drink some tea at lunchtime and just kind of take it easy. Probably take a little quickie nap in the afternoon. But I'm going to pop back on around 2:30, I think. And we'll go over some other stories of Africa. And there's all kinds of stuff. I could do Africa forever. But we're going to mix a few Philippine stories in because I've been here 6 months. I've got some stories now. And, of course, I got lifetime stories. So if you have any question about my background or things like that, we can do a quickie recap on some of that. Yes. And, yes, this channel is going to be used for good, so don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you have friends that really like helping others or they will be willing to donate in the future. See, we're going to be a while before we monetize, but when we partially monetize, I'm looking for some money then, because we can start building, and then we can get to the point where we can do. Right now, the church is maybe doing a feeding thing once every 2 or 3 months. They're not doing it very often because it costs about 10,000 pesos to feed 150 kids. Well, I've already told them about a change we should make, and they love it. They normally give them rice or Filipino spaghetti and maybe some chicken, some kind of like drumstick of chicken. I want to be able to give some hard candy or some kind of candy that we can pass out after they get their plate of food. So we're going to do something like that too. It wouldn't cost much money, and they could have something sweet at the end of their meal. So we're going to be doing that too. So a little candy action then there. So that'll be cool. Pastor thought that was a good idea. So I'm going to be involved in that. I am now a volunteer of that. So whenever that happens, I will give money towards it before the channel monetizes, and we'll go do it. But when the channel has money to actually put into it, we're going to make it so they can do feeding way more often. Because 10,000 pesos is about 100 after fees and stuff, about $175 American. So to feed 150 kids, give or take, you might be able to get 170 kids, but somewhere in there, it's going to cost pretty much $1 a kid to feed the kids a really nice meal. Yeah. And I want to get into that. We're also going to do, if I can get hooked up with the right people in Africa, we can do something in Kenya and help in Kenya, Nairobi. I can give to my church back in Springfield, Missouri, and they will give money to the school and the orphanage in Nairobi. So I can do that. And also, if I get connected to the right person where I know it's not a scam and we're not going to lose money, and I can make sure it's real, then we might give to that in the future as the channel gets bigger and bigger and bigger. See, this channel, well, you already know this because I got 60. I get called Grandpa every day in here in this room. You got an old guy sitting here, and it's not, some pretty woman that's, like, hey, I need money for my family, so I'm going to have a channel, and there's nothing wrong with those channels. I visit them all the time. And I'll stop in for a little bit, just say hi to people and try to connect with people in the room. But you don't want me to dance. I don't think you want that unless we're going to laugh about it. And singing, I can't sing with the cold right now, but maybe we can do something with that in the future. But I do like to sing. I just sang at church yesterday, and we sang a song it was kind of an older song at the end of service. So, but I like to talk life experiences in here. I like to keep positive topics. We had kind of a tough topic yesterday, and people loved it for some reason. Loving your enemies. I don't think they love loving their enemies and blessing them and praying for them, but they want scripture, and we start going over stuff, and next thing you know, it took off. So you just never know what's going to take off. I'll get some scriptures for honor for this afternoon and see if we can have some scripture for that, on honoring people. And I love all you guys. I love people from Philippines. Of course, I love JD. I don't get to see her very often. I seen her on a live doing some worship, praise and worship songs the other day. And then, of course, the Wi-Fi cut out halfway through. And then I'd love it that she was able to catch my live today. And yeah, it's just awesome, because she's the one. If you see right now, anybody that doesn't know JD Diary, if you don't know her, most people in here probably do, but if you don't, connect with her, because I wouldn't have this channel going right now. She's the one that encouraged me. There was 3 other people that kind of encouraged me, but she was the first one to really push me and do this channel. And we went from having 10 subs when I changed the name to David Golden Eagle. And now, when I started this live, we were at 235. And believe it or not, just 2 days ago, I was at 200. So I've gained like 30. I don't even know what I've gained this morning. But as of 10 o'clock this morning, I gained almost 35 subs in 2 days. So the subs are flying. So we got people in Africa and here, and they're really doing good. And that means God's behind it. See, God's in it, okay? because when God's in it, he doesn't do things one sub every week. Well, you do realize that to get 500 subs and it takes you 400 weeks to get them, I don't think that's going to work out too good. That's like 4 years. No, I don't think we're going to do that. If we keep going on this pace, we are gonna probably hit 500 subs. Well, I don't know. End of March, maybe earlier. The watch hours, what I got to really work on, and they're almost to 200 watch hours right now. And people are loving the videos, and the more videos I have, and the long videos, and I can play back my lives, and I can do some of that. But having lives twice a day, Monday through Saturday, is going to really help my watch hours over the next month or two. And then once that partially monetizes, well, of course, we'll keep pushing for 1,000, and then get fully advertised. And I'm probably gonna pick up some ads, but not in. I got to find out where I can put the ads, where they're. Because if ad money is going to add money to helping people, I'm going to find a way to do it. But if it's going to screw up my lives, I got to figure out where I could do ads and where I wouldn't. And I definitely don't want to have ads for certain things that are not lining up with this channel. Yes. Hey, hello again. Yeah, that's awesome. Nice to see you, Josh. I'm glad you're able to make it in. We had JD. JD can kind of see some of the stuff that's been going on. Yesterday afternoon, I had people. I have to look at my analytics, but I had to have had at least 10 or 14 different countries in my live yesterday. It was crazy new people that I had not seen. And so I told them to comment in my videos so that I could pick them up. And sure enough, about 5 of those I was able to sub later on through comments, sub them up when they sub me in the actual channel. So it was just awesome. I try to kind of go back and forth on that. We got another one here. Hi, Jared. Nice to see you in here. Yep, we welcome new people here. We do positive things here. We're up to 16 likes. That's a record for morning. Like and subscribe. We were just talking about some of the different things we're going to use this channel for. Once we get partially monetized and we start building money up, we're not going to just leave the money there and then I'm going to run off to the beach resort, and spend 25,000 pesos at the beach resort, eating all kinds of fancy food and, and making a video of that. No, we're going to make videos of helping feed Filipino kids. I'm going to check into the children's home that's in Iligan City, see if that's something that's worth getting involved with. I'm going to be doing some stuff for Africa as the channel gets bigger, and we'll see what we're bringing in monthly, because I know that they pay once a month, and then it'll get bigger, of course, because we're going to keep building the channel. We're going to keep growing it. Right now, we're not monetized. So just if you have ideas of wanting to give, put that money aside. Put it somewhere where you know it's there, so that way you can hit super chats or different things when we are monetized, because that money's going to go into a fund. And this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to show you the videos. We're going to take videos. I'm going to get somebody that will help me. I got a kid right now, I think, that would help me. And I'll pay him a little bit, not much, but I'll pay him something to go with me on these feeding things, and he can take video for me, and he can take video of us feeding the kids and everything else, and I'll tell you how much it costs, and in pesos and in American money, sorta. We'll get as close as we can on that, and then your money is going somewhere positive. Okay, we're not gonna, I'm not gonna go buy a new car with the money here. I may put some money aside for travel to go to Africa, but I'm not gonna take all the money and buy myself a big giant motorcycle and ride all over the place. No, we're not doing that. This channel's gonna be for positive things, and we're gonna try to help others best we can. And there's a few local people right here that I want to help, and I can do just small amounts of money for that. And we'll make sure to take video on that and make sure that we're helping people here. Because sometimes the feeding programs don't come up for a week or two. So I may want to help little things somewhere, and we'll make sure there's videos of it. So this channel is going to have tons of videos. And JD knows this if she's looked. I'm over 150 videos on mine right now. I'm putting on 2-3 videos a day. Today, I've got a couple videos held back from yesterday, so I'll put them on, and I might make one video this afternoon if I'm feeling up to it. Thank you. The likes are up to 18. It's been fantastic. Says there's 5 in here. There could be 6 or 7. And if there's anything you want to know about Philippines, it was kind of fun. King was in here earlier, and he said, what's the 5 things you love about Philippines that's better, that technically he was saying, is it better than America? Well, first of all, the people. The people are amazing. Number 2, community, because the people are willing to get together, not just at the house. They're willing to go up to the basketball court, 100 and some people, and make fools of themselves, laugh and have fun. And these are people that may not have seen each other before, and they still are able to get together as a community. And number 3, I think I mentioned something about the malls, having the big grocery stores inside the mall. Other than Walmart, which is kind of similar, most malls in America do not have grocery stores inside. They have everything else but grocery store. And then number 4, I don't remember what I said on that. I think it's they like the karaoke. I just love the karaoke here. And really in America, people don't sing that much karaoke. They love to sing here and they love to dance. And number 5, I'm trying to remember what it was, but I think it's just the interaction with people and that they're open to God. So I think it was something like that. I didn't write them down. Yeah. So, and that's fine. Watching the Super Bowl is fine. As I found out, somebody's told me, it wasn't a competitive game, at least not in the second half, but my team wasn't in it. Maybe someday my team will be, but my Detroit Lions have never been in the Super Bowl. So we keep waiting for it. We'll see what next year brings. But I don't really obsess over football or baseball or soccer. I know World Cup's coming up and stuff. The reason why I don't obsess over that is because I'm focused on helping others, okay? Now, the soccer players are getting paid big money. Football players getting paid big money. They don't need my help, okay? People who are struggling need our help, right? And so that's why this channel, I'm trying to get you ready so that when the time comes and we really can start helping, that you've had a chance over the next 2 or 3 months to put some money away or just make a plan that you can help. And of course, I'm going to use some of my money too, but mostly I'm going to use the money that comes in on this channel, and I'm going to make sure that I tell you where it goes, okay? And there's a little bit that's going to go towards me and Mila, and there might be a little bit from my daughter, but the most of it is going to go to God, and it's going to go to feeding programs, and it's going to go to things that help people. And if that's an orphanage up in Iligan City, I got to find out. But if that's an orphanage and they're using their money wisely, I'm connecting, and they're going to be getting some money every month. Once things start coming in, we're going to wait a while. With YouTube, when you monetize, you just wait and see how it goes. First couple months, keep building the channel and see what kind of money comes in. And we can kind of build the money until we start really kicking in. But you're going to know because I'm going to keep you posted, okay? And yes, we will go outside sometimes for a live. My Wi-Fi will go down the street a little bit. I did go outside a little bit on the afternoon one yesterday. I can turn, if you want to see a little bit outside the window, I'll turn it around. That's one of the neighbors' houses there. We got it where the street goes down that way and curves to the right. I'm in a spare bedroom right now. And yeah, take it easy there, Lydia. Thank you for coming in. And I'm so glad you were able to. And we're just in the spare bedroom. And so I just wanted you to see that a little bit. And so that's kind of cool. Yeah, so, and I got Filipinos smiling at me. And I don't know if they even see me through the window because it's tinted. So, yeah. And so, yeah, I just love the people that were able to come in today. We're up to 18 likes. Subscribe. We're going to really do good. I'll have some more Africa stories this afternoon, a couple small ones. If you want some kind of story of me in America, you got to tell me. You put it in the comment and go, hey, what did you do when you were, what did you do for your profession? Or what did you do for this? Or, I had golf courses wrapped up into my life quite a bit. From a kid all the way up until I was probably 47, 46 anyway. I worked on golf courses, or I was around golf courses my whole life because my dad worked and built golf courses. So that's kind of my thing. But then I did other work in Springfield, Missouri. So we can go through that sometime. Yeah, everything's going good. My voice is really starting to give out. And I want to be able to have some voice for this afternoon. I love everybody in this room. And I love people from Africa. Love people, and not just Kenya. I love people in Africa, wherever they may be. And, and we'll see how the help goes for that too. But of course, I love Filipino people. I wouldn't live here. No, my wife has family here, but I can adapt to here. But I stick out, so that's okay. Some kids freak out, but you know what? I reach out to them just the right way, and it's fantastic. As long as you lower the voice a little bit and give them time to come up, they'll come up to you, and then they'll start telling you the name, and then you can just start talking to them. I know a few Bisaya words. We're working on it. I know a little bit of Tagalog, but we got to do a lot of work on that. I've just been focusing on the channel. The kids are teaching me words, so over time I may start saying some Bisaya words or some Tagalog words, just mixing them in once in a while. But it's going to take me a while because I'm not 5 years old. It seems like 5 to 10-year-olds can learn that stuff fast. Yeah, and it's all a nice day. How you doing there? Yeah, thank you, Nang Poo. I probably said it wrong, but thank you. Welcome in. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We're doing this channel for positive. I think you're new, but if not, you can comment in one of my videos. I'll make sure to subscribe you back because we're going to do the things positive in here. I'm about ready to turn the channel off, but we got 5 people in here again, so maybe I'll go for a little bit longer. I got a little bit of a cold today, but it's not bad, so don't worry. I'll drink some more tea and have some food, and I've already taken my vitamins, so can't go much more on that. Yeah, that's cool. I'm glad you were able to come in. You caught it just in time. I'm going to be on again later this afternoon sometime, but we're probably going to end this in the next 8 or 10 minutes. But I was just going through a few Africa stories, and then we're talking about Philippines a little bit, and we talked about honor today. And we're also talking about what we might get connected to help people, because that's what this channel is going to be about, is helping people. And you're not going to know that for sure until we get to that point where we're monetized. But things are growing fast, and I see lots of hearts and different smiley faces and different things being put up there. That's great. And I've seen a lot of people commenting on my videos, and I try to answer all the comments. I go on my YouTube studio, and it shows some of the comments, and then I'm able to kind of connect to them that way. And then I'll look through my scroll on the other, and sometimes it'll be comments that are missed in YouTube Studio that I end up catching. And so that's cool. And I try to go into other rooms too. When I can. And there's about 8 or 10 people that have really been awesome to me. JD, Zandy, Sammy. Sammy was in early. She had to go to work in Qatar. She's in the middle of the Middle East. Qatar is really quite a cool looking place. She's got some short videos of some buildings there that are amazing. I've got other people from Africa that love me, and that's really cool. And people in Missouri have not caught on yet too much. I think Josh has looked in a couple times and a few others. If I do more morning lives, they'll start popping in too. From Springfield, Missouri. But I just love all you guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe. If you want me to subscribe you back, it's much easier if you just put a comment in one of my short videos or one of my long videos, because then I can look it up and I can subscribe you right away. On the live, it's hard for me. I could do it if I was to push some buttons and get the phone all kind of shaking all over the place, but I'd rather do it off the comments on that way. And thank you for everybody that's in here. I really loved having Sammy, JD, King, and a whole bunch of others, and all the new people. I love you. I try to read the comments. Yes, 67. I'm not quite sure. There's like 2 or 3 different meanings for that, I guess, but I'm going to definitely look up what they're trying to say. I hear it all the time. The kids are saying 6, 7 all the time. So, but you guys have a blessed day. I'm going to go get a little bite to eat and get some tea in me. Yes, yes, I said 6, 7. So, yeah, whether that's good, bad, or indifferent, I'll get over it. I've got a thick skin, so it's all good. As long as we're not talking politics, I'm good. And life is good. Things are going okay in America. We're doing good here in the Philippines. I'm full-time Philippines. And everybody that came in today, thank you. 18 likes is amazing for morning. And I love all of you. And don't forget, we don't have Chick-fil-A here. We have KFC. We have McDonald's. We have Jollibee. And then you have a lot of other restaurants. I really like Mr. Curly, which has got peri-peri chicken, which is a special type of marinated chicken that's awesome. And I like some bigger restaurants too, but not too much. We don't have any Taco Bell here. We don't have any Chick-fil-A. And is one Burger King, but I'm not sure where it's at. That's not far from Milligan City. Oh, we got another like. Praise God. We're going to use this channel for new people. We're using this channel for good. And there's going to be video proof of the money that we're spending. And if there's any money I'm saving for travel or something like that, you'll know what we're doing with that. But it's probably going to easily be 50% going towards Filipino and African kids, maybe even 60%. So we'll wait and see as things start coming in. Right now, we're not monetized. So we got to keep building and keep building and keep building. I'm not friends with Manny Pacquiao, but all the kids are telling me, and I know he's about 50 years old, but I would love sometime. I don't know exactly where he lives. He probably lives up by Manila somewhere, but I'm not sure. He can live almost anywhere in the Philippines. He's got all the money in the world, so I don't know where he's at. But I know he's kind of involved with a lot of different things. Irons in the fire right now. But I know he's in the Philippines somewhere, but he's traveling around the world a lot too. So you guys all have a great day. I've got to get something from my throat. I love you all. And pop in if you can later today. If for some reason you can, that's awesome. If not, I'm going to be doing at least 1 or 2 lives every day, Monday through Saturday, okay? Love you all. We'll talk soon.